In a challenging year, OMV generated a Clean CCS Operating Result of about €11.2 billion in 2022. The Chemicals and Materials segment generated about €1.5 billion. A less favourable polyolefin market environment and a lower utilization rate of the steam crackers could not be offset by an improved olefin market environment and a strong fertilizer business performance. The much lower steam cracker utilization rate of 74% is the result of the turnarounds in the Burghausen and Stenungsund crackers, coupled with the lingering effects of the Schwechat incident. Polyethylene and polypropylene margins declined following record highs in 2021. Polyolefin sales volumes decreased slightly to 5.66 million tonnes as demand lessened, primarily in the consumer products industry. Following notably higher refining margins in Europe, a significantly improved Petrom Gas and Power result, as well as an increased contribution from ADNOC Refining and ADNOC Global Trading, the Clean CCS Operating Result in refining and marketing came in at €2.4 billion. The incident in the Schwechat Refinery in June 2022 and a weaker retail performance were partially offsetting factors. Refining indicator margins Europe jumped to $14.7, mainly due to higher cracks for middle distillates, while fuel sales decreased slightly, mainly due to the divestment of the German retail stations, which were partly compensated by risen aviation demand. A lower refining utilization rate in 2022 is caused by the planned turnaround in Schwechat and Burghausen, as well as the incident in the former. Primarily as a result of a favourable market environment, exploration and production realised a clean operating result of €7.4 billion. Average realised crude oil prices increased by 45% to $95 per barrel, while average realised gas prices surged to €53.8 per megawatt hour. Hydrocarbon production declined to 392,000 barrels per day, primarily due to the change in the consolidation method of Russian operations. Higher production in the United Arab Emirates was a positive contributing factor that was partly able to offset lower volumes in Romania, Malaysia and Libya. Hand in hand with lower production, hydrocarbon sales decreased by 18%. In order to share the financial success with OMV's shareholders, a special dividend was introduced in 2022, in addition to the regular dividend. Our progressive dividend policy is upheld and unaffected by this amendment. Additionally, if sufficient funds are available, OMV aims to pay out a special dividend. The world as we know it is changing, and so is OMV. Our living standards can only grow in the future if we seize the opportunity now to embody the principle of circularity. We will have to provide the essential goods and conditions for our prosperity more sustainably with the production of sustainable energy, fuels and feedstock. The success of a company's future will be closely tied to its ability to use sustainability as an innovation and growth driver to rethink and transform. Values that OMV thrives on and in which it will always be a frontrunner. In order to overcome these challenges, a financially sound OMV will stand as the biggest ally for a more sustainable future. A future where we will reinvent the essentials for sustainable living.